The old guard versus the new guard. Alexandre Pantoja takes on Joshua Wan in his 5th title defense. Why Pantoja will win in this video. Hello and welcome to Bloodsport MMA.
Salam alaikum, my brother.
Now this fight is very complex if you break it down, but also simple. Now why is it complex or could be complex? Because it is not just a young guy that is not experienced against the older guy that seems to still be in his prime, that has much more experience and a broader tool set. Of course, that narrative fits in a way, but at the same time, you have a guy in Joshua Wan that is a very special, talented kid that just had a 5-round war against Brandon Royval, who, if you do MMA math, is the guy that gave Pantoja the biggest problems out of all his title challengers, right? And he has a style that of course is focused on the stand-up, and he's definitely not a ground specialist, but he has great takedown defense, and he has a build kind of like Volkanovski. I always say a fire hydrant, where it is very hard to take him down if you look at it scientifically, because he has a low center of gravity. The way he is built, those type of people that are built like that, it's hard to get to their legs. And for most takedowns, you want to get to the opponent's legs, right? Single legs, double legs, whatever. Pantoja has a lot of great takedowns against the fence, where of course you try to lock around the body. You can also go for the legs there, but that's normally the go-to at defense. But it will be interesting to see how hard of a time Pantoja will have to get to the takedown, because Wan has such fast hands and he will anticipate the takedown and obviously look for uppercuts and a lot of body work, right? Because the oldest trick in the game, if you fight a wrestler or a grappler, you always want to go to the body a lot, especially with your hands, because going to the body against a grappler kind of discourages them of shooting in or makes them second guess, because if you go to the body and the other guy shoots in, he shoots into your hook that was meant to be a body hook that ends up being an uppercut or just a hook to the face, right? So knees and body shots are a very good medicine against wrestlers. But I believe, because I don't want to make this video forever, look,
here's the thing, you guys.
We have to see Joshua Wan. Yeah, he has a phenomenal base for MMA, as I said, with the way he's built for his takedown defense or whatever, and his hands are obviously fantastic. But we have to see though, he's training since 5 years. He started training MMA 5 years ago, which is nuts. Being in a title fight after 5 years of training, not in the heavyweight division where it's just an overhand and a takedown, in the most technical division in all of MMA, right? The smaller the guys get, the lighter, the more technical it gets. They're so fast and so technical. So being at the top of the world in a freaking title fight at 24 years old, which is 5 years of experience, is absolutely nuts. That means he has crazy talent and he learns incredibly fast. However, no matter how much talent you have and how fast you learn, there's something that experience will give you that only experience can give you, right? And Pantoja has all of that. He's 35 years old, turns 36 beginning of next year, if I remember right, first half of 2026. And he's been in there only against the best, and he's been in tough fights in the UFC before Joshua Wan even started training in May. Like, he's been in there against all different styles. He's been very active as well in recent years as a champion. So it's not like he just got the belt and now took a year off or whatever. He's very active. He's always in there against fast, young guys. It's not like Joshua Wan is an outliner. They're all fast and young, especially the last guy, Kai Kara-France, phenomenal striker as well. Right before that, Kai Asakura. They're all predominantly strikers that are fast. And Pantoja always looks ugly when he fights. Like,
That's gross.
his striking does not look nice. It looks wrong, and he just rushes in with technique that every coach would be like, what are you doing? Like, your chin is up, your face is completely open, like you throw 2 punches at the same, sometimes he goes in like that, like he throws like 2 punches at like the same time, like he has both hands up front like Superman. It looks wrong, but it works. He just overwhelms you with his awkwardness and gets in on a takedown and takes you down. And no matter how good your takedown defense is, once a guy comes in like that in an awkward way and just gets you against the fence, he will most definitely take you down. And I do think this is what will happen in this fight. I do think Pantoja will take Joshua Van down, and on the ground, Pantoja is just on a different level. His back takes are second to none. I mean, him and Aljamain Sterling probably have the best back takes in the UFC. And I do believe that Joshua Van is 100% a champion in the future. Of course, he could catch Pantoja, but I think this will be a learning lesson for him. I do think Pantoja will just show the difference with his experience and with his grappling prowess and take him to the ground. And he's on a finishing streak. He has won his last 2 fights by submission. So I will just say, for my official prediction, that Pantoja wins by submission in round number 3. Let's say the first 2 rounds Van survive somehow, whatever. But in the 3rd round, Pantoja somehow catches him in a submission, maybe rear naked choke from his beautiful back take, right? And submit him and will be end still. And with that, honestly, I do think he will be, and people will hate on that, the greatest of all time in terms of flyweights. I know DJ has more title defenses, but look who DJ fought and who Pantoja fought and still fights. Of course, you can say it's a new era, everyone is better, so DJ will be better as well if he will be in this era, but I feel like the level of opponents Pantoja is facing and all of that, I do think you can make a strong argument that he is the greatest bantamweight, flyweight of all time. Now, talking about the betting, I have to say, I don't know the exact line I will show you right now of Pantoja by submission, but I will not be surprised if the line is not bad at all. If it's below, like if it's, I don't know, somewhere around -200, -150, -100, or even plus number, I would take that. Because there is a big chance that Pantoja gets a submission on the ground. Of course, Van is built, as I said, like a fire hydrant, so he doesn't have the biggest neck and all of that. But Pantoja will find your neck. And there is a very good chance that Pantoja submits Van. So I do think that's a great betting line to take for all you bettors out there. But this is my prediction of the fight, right? Your prediction in the comments. What do you think? Who will win this fight? How? What will be the deciding factor? Write in the comments, you guys. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, would appreciate that. Check out my merch, bloodsport.net. We're about free shipping with the code FREE. Links in the bio, you guys. Check it out. Stay bloody. And until the next one, bye-bye. Bloodsport out.